Good afternoon and welcome to Jerry Meadham Field. I'm Steve Witterhack. With me is Randy Armga, and pretty excited about should be a great high school girls softball game here at Jerry Meadham Field. It's Waupun, the Lady Warriors, taking on a familiar foe, Kewaskum, who they split with during the regular season in the East Central Conference play. It's going to be a great game here to see who can move on to the sectional semifinal. You win today, you're one game away from the state tournament.
I wish that tournament play, you didn't have to play so many conference foes, but that's often how it works out. And you know, it'd be kind of cool to see some different faces and some different teams you haven't played, but it is what it is. And as you said, they split this season, and both teams are ready to play today. You can just tell by the atmosphere.
Yeah. There's a little bit. You see, the game got moved from yesterday to today and put it at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So Randy and I will get a chance, as long as this game moves along, to cover the Waupun boys regional semifinal against Plymouth, another conference foe against a Waupun team. But it's going to be a great game here today. Great conditions, really no wind. This flag's sticking straight down. Sunny. Field looks beautiful after getting a little water, which it needs once in a while yesterday. And, yeah, we got a couple of teams that are chomping at the bit to play each other here today.
Yeah, they certainly are, and they're both of these teams led by very, very good pitchers, and it's going to be an interesting game to see who can come out victorious on this day.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about here on the pregame show. We'll take a break right now. I've got an interview with Coach Josh Navas coming up, too, so stick around. Waupun getting set here at Jerry Meadham Field to take on the Kewaskum Indians, a sectional semifinal in Division II on Radio Plus Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Hey, you sure do like to sneeze.
Where did I put the keys?
It's the dust in the air. You like to sneeze.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Dust allergens and even mold could be hiding in your air conditioning ducts. Your dryer vent could be clogged too. We will get your air clean, system more efficient, and home safe. One of our most trusted brands is American Standard. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Crack the window in here for a breeze.
Call Allphase so you don't sneeze.
The second you climb onto a John Deere and sit in the yellow seat, you'll notice that the difference between our 1025R and the competition is more than paint deep. It feels like it was designed with a better understanding of real-world performance needs and features you'll appreciate over the long-term ownership. At Ballweg Implement, we went head-to-head with the competition to prove it.
Stop by Ballweg Implement in Ballweg Turf and Leisure today to see the difference for yourself. Just have to get in the seat. Highway 68 Waupun, North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, and online at ballweg.biz.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Hi, it's Dr. Randy with New Medical Center. Are you struggling with your weight? Tired of diets that just make you hungry? Maybe it's time to try something new. By now, most of you have heard about semaglutide and tirzepatide, the amazing new weight loss drugs that are sweeping across the country and helping thousands of people just like you successfully lose unwanted pounds. Well, wait no more. NewMed Integrated Healthcare has got you covered. Don't be fooled by expensive online plans with no direct medical supervision. New Medical Center's program is affordable and provides you with all the personalized support you need to succeed. Get started now and eliminate your cravings, decrease your appetite, and start losing those pounds. Take it from me, it's easier than you think. How do I know? Because I lost 50 pounds last year using this very program, and I've kept it off. Let the team at New Medical Center help you get the weight loss results you desire and deserve. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 to get started now, or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
Chocolate, coffee, popcorn, ice cream. That's all that needs to be said about Guth's candy. But Steve and Katie Guth offer much more than your favorite confectionery cravings. Hundreds of decadent handcrafted creations and classic candy faves are swirled together in a casual cafe for long talks, guiltless indulgences, and hot refills. Guth's Candy, corner of Highway 49 and 151 Waupun. Order your Guth favorites online for a sweet surprise at guthscandy.com. Guth's Candy in Waupun, a chocolate legacy 4 generations strong.
We are back at Jerry Meadham Field. Steve Witterhack along with Randy Arm. A beautiful day for some softball. It's a sectional semifinal in Division II. Waupun taking on the Kewaskum Indians. And just maybe take a look at the 2 games that they did play, Randy. They played back on the 17th of April, a nice early in the season game. It was cold that day, and Waupun loses 1-0 in that ball game. The only difference in it, a 1-run home run from Eli Cagliari. And that was it. Nobody else scored in the game. It was a 1-0 loss for Waupun. Macy Sabish pitched 7 innings, gave up 6 hits. And it was Addie Braun, gave up 5 hits in that game and had 9 strikeouts in the game. So, yeah, it's going to be, that was a good battle there with just 1 home run, just 1 swing of the bat. That was a difference in that game.
Yeah, line drive to right center field, right towards the equipment housing out there. So it was, just that 1 swing can change a game so much. But I think Waupun a little disappointed in their offense that day, and they know they can do better than that, and they've proven to do much better than that. So we'll see. I think it's going to take more than 1 run to win this game today.
Now Waupun took care of business, held again. He held Kewaskum to just 1 run in that ball game, and they won 5-1. That was Waupun was behind 1-0 in the first inning of that game, but then they had 3 runs in the second inning, 2 runs in the 7th inning, and that was from a home run from Kaylee Westphal in that 7th to kind of seal the deal for Waupun. But Kaylee Westphal, 3 for 4 in that game. She's just unstoppable force. 3 RBIs. She had a double and a home run on her hits. Addie Braun pitched 7 innings. Only gave up 2 hits in that game and 13 strikeouts. She was on that game. That's a game that I went over there and covered. And she was just hitting her spots perfectly that game. So, we'll see what happens here. There's going to be some big moments that could decide this ball game between these 2 teams. And, they are ready to play each other.
Yeah, 1 o'clock start, so it's going to be, if you're out there listening now, let your friends and neighbors know. There's a lot of people not sure of the start time today.
And we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to have that interview with Coach Josh Navas. Got a chance to talk to him before we get everything going. I was here like at a little after 11 o'clock, and so was Josh. Has already been here. So we'll have that interview coming your way. Waupun getting set to take on Kewaskum, a sectional semifinal in Division II girls softball. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Shop these and more great deals at the Piggly Wiggly Waupun. Kemp's 20% off and more sale. Top raw and roast at $4.99 per pound. Get deals on milk, eggs, butter, and bread. Bratwurst or Italian sausage, $4.99 for the package with your card. Get breakfast sausage, links, or patties, $6.99 with your card. These and more great deals at the Piggly Wiggly Waupun. And a reminder to shop cattails connected to Waupun's Piggly Wiggly this week.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
At SIA Insurance Services, we're more than just an insurance agency. We're your neighbors, dedicated to protecting what matters most to you. From home and auto to business, life, Medicare, health insurance, and investment services, we offer personalized coverage tailored to your needs. Trust SIA Insurance, your local, independent insurance experts. Call us today at 920-324-2071.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of all of our young athletes and what they receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones Investments is a proud supporter of sports. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisor for your investment needs today by visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Say cheese! If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Welcome back to more of our pregame show brought to you by Home and Auto Sales. Steve Winterhack with you at Jerry Meadham Field. Waupun getting set to take on Kewaskum. Should be a great game here in a sectional semifinal. And I've got Coach Josh Novice with me right now. Coach, let's just talk about kind of the vibe. Everybody seems pretty excited about this game. It's going to be a high-quality game today. What do you expect to see from both teams here today?
Nerves maybe, because it's a big game. So it's a big game for Kewaskum and us, and it's a neat way to send off our conference, representing two of our teams in our, our sectional semifinal. So we're expecting them to play well. They had an extra day of practice just like we did, so we're excited to take them on for our third time, the sort of rubber match, because they got us here at home, and we were fortunate to get them at their place. Now it's for all the marbles, or not all of them, but a big chunk of them.
Well, I tell you, rankings don't mean anything. You look at the top half of the sectionals, and you thought Fox Valley Luther and undefeated, that's going to be the team that whoever wins this game is going to be facing them. And then they go out and lose against an unranked team. Denmark, who's a very good team, obviously, and played them tough a couple times. But I guess anybody can win on a given night the way it looks after just yesterday and what happened.
Yeah, you don't take anyone for granted at this point. There's a couple years ago where I think Oshkosh North maybe looked past Fond du Lac, and Fond du Lac took them in the first round of the playoffs. And you just got to be prepared. The girls are going to be excited for them and for us, and now it's who can control it, who can harness it, put it into this positive energy, and make the plays. The fewest mistakes usually wins these games.
Well, you got a very familiar opponent. So like you said, you lost the first game here fairly early in the season, and then a nice game over at Kewaskum. A couple big innings there. Great pitching performance by Addie Braun in that ball game. What do you expect to see? I mean, you pretty much know each other very well. I don't know what's going to be the edge that can get you out on top in this game.
Well, last game I took out all just stats from them that we played them, and now I even took out some of the other. We're really honing in on just a few games and not overthinking things. So I'm sure Macy's going to be on the mound today, and she'll work her curveball and her rise ball, and we got to be ready for any. Hopefully a mistake, right? She doesn't make many of them, so we got to be ready for it if it does happen. And the girls had a great hitting session yesterday. We had a feel-good hitting session after seeing we had brought in a couple good pitchers to see some movement the day before. So we got that extra day of practice, which I always love to have 2 days before a game. So and they responded yesterday, even though we were inside. And we'll certainly. We'll certainly see what happens in about 2 hours.
I'll tell you, your big players came up big in that ball game. Addie just was hitting her spots perfectly in that ball game. Only gave up a few hits. That one run in the first inning, I believe, is the only run that they got in that game. But what do you expect? It looks like Addie, I saw her's the first person that came here today. She's all ready to go well before she had to be here. So it looks like her mind's on being here and taking care of business here this afternoon.
Yeah, I think they're all caged animals right now, ready to go. And we'll open up the gate and see what happens. But yeah, Addie was dialed in a couple weeks ago when we seen him. And she's had some really great pitching sessions, dialing in, just honing pitches in that we think we really need going into this playoff run. And it's really fun to watch all these girls. You know, they shine in high-pressure situations, and you just don't see that. You might see one or two players, but when we see them all the way through our bench, when they get a chance to get in, they're running bases great, they're pinch hitting good, putting the ball in play, and that's all we can ask is that they're focused and ready to play the game.
Well, Coach, this is going to be a great game. Everybody's going to be treated to a high-level softball game here today, and good luck. This is going to be a fun one.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Steve. Hopefully everyone can make it.
Okay, that's Josh Thomas, head coach for the Waupun Lady Warriors, defending state champs, but a big game against Kewaskum, and we'll have that game for you coming up a little bit later on, right after the pregame show, brought to you by Home and Auto Sales on Radio Plus Sports.
Today's game is brought to you in part by the Waupun Athletic Booster Club. The Booster Club is a group of alumni, parents, and friends that help support Waupun athletics. They support wrestling, girls and boys tennis, hockey, soccer, volleyball, golf, softball, baseball, basketball, and more. Best of luck, Waupun, in your game today. Find the Waupun Athletic Booster Club on Facebook.
Attention neuropathy sufferers, I've got some good news for you. Hello friends, this is Dr. Randall Blahoviak from New Medical Center. Do you have numbness, tingling, or burning in your feet? Does it feel like you are always walking around on a balled up sock? Have you stopped doing the things you love because the pain in your feet makes it impossible? If you answered yes to any of those questions, you may have neuropathy. Over 25 million Americans are currently dealing with this crippling disease, and just like you, most of them are frustrated with the lack of effective treatments that are available. Well, that ends today. At New Medical Center, we have successfully treated thousands of neuropathy patients, not only slowing or stopping the progression of this devastating condition, but in many cases reversing it. If you are tired of taking dangerous medications that only numb the senses and do nothing to treat your actual disease, it's time to see the doctors at New Medical Center, where we've designed a treatment plan to address the causes of neuropathy. Don't lose hope. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 now for more information or to schedule an appointment. Or check us out on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance. We make you feel at home. At home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home. At home and auto sales. Every time. We make you feel at home. At home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
We are back at Jerry Meadham Field. Steve Witterhack and Randy Arm. We got the stream team here, and we are ready to bring you the sectional semifinal girls softball game. A little meeting at the home plate right now. But winner of this game will be playing coming up tomorrow over at Winneconne. And we've been there for a few games at Winneconne. Some important games. A lot of seasons have ended over at Winneconne. Either way. But a lot of times the Wolves have knocked us out. Waupun knocking out Freedom last year. It was a huge game at Winneconne for the sectional championship. So familiar place for Waupun to play. A lot of these girls were on that team and for us to go.
Yeah, beautiful facility over there and a reason that they're allowed to host sectional championships.
Yeah, so again, the winner of this game goes to the sectional championship, and they'll play not Fox Valley Lutheran, who was undefeated going into the game yesterday. No, they lost yesterday to a team from their conference, Denmark, by a score of 9-3. Denmark played them a couple times during the season, only lost by a couple runs each time, but Denmark knocked off the number 3 ranked team, Luxembourg Casco, a team that beat Waupun, and they just knocked off Fox Valley Lutheran yesterday. So the winner of this game takes Denmark on coming up over at Winneconne tomorrow. So that'll be a pretty good contest. They're actually playing some pretty good ball, obviously, over at Denmark.
Yeah, we know that they have very good female athletes at Denmark. They have had for the last number of years.
Okay, we're going to take another break. We'll come back with the starting lineups and the beginning of this afternoon's game. Thanks for joining us. Waupun at home taking on the Kewaskum Indians, a sectional semifinal in Division II. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Hey, you sure do like to sneeze.
You want me to rake the leaves?
It's the dust in the air. You like to sneeze.
No, I don't remember Louise.
This is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Dust allergens and even mold could be hiding in your air conditioning ducts. It's best to get them clean now. We will get your air clean, system more efficient, and home safe. One of our most trusted brands is American Standard. Log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Can't say I've ever been overseas.
Call Allface to stop your sneeze.
Protect your New Holland equipment and optimize your performance in the field with genuine New Holland maintenance products. New Holland oils and filters are designed specifically for New Holland equipment so you can achieve our high performance standards in the field. And by choosing genuine New Holland maintenance products, you'll not only protect your equipment, you'll also boost its performance and productivity. Visit Waupun Equipment Company, also in Watertown, and see for yourself why genuine New Holland oils and filters are the right choice for your equipment. The second you climb onto a John Deere and sit in the yellow seat, you'll notice that the difference between our 1025R and the competition is more than paint deep. It feels like it was designed with a better understanding of real-world performance needs and features you'll appreciate over the long-term ownership. At Ballweg Implement, we went head-to-head with the competition to prove it.
Stop by Ballweg Implement in Ballweg Turf and Leisure today to see the difference for yourself. Just have to get in the seat. Highway 68 Waupun, North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, and online at ballweg.biz.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
And here we go. Should be a great game here at Jerry Meadham Field. Steve Witterhack with you. Randy Armga sitting beside me, and pretty excited about this game. I've been thinking about it here since they got to this point. That Plymouth win last game in the regional championship. This is what you wanted. These two teams meeting each other with a lot at stake.
Yeah, and we're excited because Waupun's playing extremely well now. The last 2 to 3 weeks, maybe the last month, they've played their best softball, and they've got a hot pitcher. They've got some hot hitters. This team can do some damage.
I was glad to see Ava Vandezand's wearing her uniform out there. I guess if nothing else, that you see her in uniform again. She's been wearing just street clothes until this time with that knee operation that she had, but it was good to see her in her uniform again. She's such a huge part of that state championship team and really kind of willed them the win in that first game of the state tournament. So good to see Ava back in uniform again. So here we go. Of course, in the pitcher's circle for the Waupun Lady Warriors, Addie Braun, 15-6 on the season with a 1.66 ERA. And she'll be facing their leadoff batter, Lauren Rettler, first baseman, left-handed hitter, to start things out offensively against Waupun. First one is high and tight for ball one. Waupun's defense, I should say, Kaylee Westfall, all-world player behind home plate. Hannah Beatty over at first base. Second base is Alexis Babish. Carly White at shortstop, and then Ryan Babish at third base. Left to right in the outfield, Amelia Jones, Rowan Harder, and Leah Bawalda. Comes the 1-0 pitch. It swung on the ground, but a little late on that one. Foul on the third base side to make the count 1-1.
We should remind people you can listen on the radio now, too. I think it's on board at this point. And
should be. 103.3
FM, AM 1170. You could probably pick that up all the way to Kewaskum.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can.
All the radio people have already had they've got maybe their rosaries put away now, and they're ready for a little softball. Just got done with that. Next pitch is swung on. This one's fouled over on the first base side. Puts the count now at 1-2.
I would imagine we will have some radio listeners today, especially people at work or in their vehicles going from work or running errands. They can tune in.
Lauren Rettler at the plate now, 1-2 count, and she bats .422 on the season. Next one's going to miss high. Couldn't get her to chase. Puts the count now at 2-2. And this is the first of two games we're covering today. If this one moves right along, we'll be over to cover the boys' game over on the other end of Lincoln Street. Change up. They're going to say that one maybe misses inside. Puts the count now at 3-2. Yeah, it's just a regional semifinal game for the boys. They're taking on a conference opponent, too, at Plymouth.
Addie Braun does not usually show a lot of emotion, but she wanted that pitch right there. Kind of a turned away, but yeah, respectful.
3-2 pitch that's well outside, so the first batter is walked. Never a great thing to get that leadoff batter in the game on base, because they're normally the fastest player on the team. Standing over at first base now, and that'll bring up Madden Sabish, their second baseman, batting .413 on the season, right-handed batter. Kewaskum getting what they want to get that leadoff batter on. They're going to try to produce her on. They get it right back to Addie. She'll just go for that out over at first base. Good choice on that one.
Sabish with the sacrifice to advance the runner for out number 1.
So, one down. Runner does advance over to second base. Sabish does her job now. Number 3 batter, Ellie Cagliari, coming up to bat. And that's the girl that had that solo shot, the only run scored in that first meeting that they had back in mid-April.
She's not a real big gal. She's diminutive in size, but yeah, definitely can hit the ball a long ways.
First pitch misses inside for ball 1. Yeah, come on down, cheer on the Waupun Warriors, or spread the word to people that might not know this game started at 1 o'clock here today. Called strike on the next pitch. So get the word out there, and give them that option, too, that they can listen to it on 103.3 FM or AM 1170. 1-1 the count now to Cagliari. Brianna Krause awaiting on deck. Little check swing, strike on the next pitch. Count is now 1-2.
Called strike in the zone. And a big start here. Runner at second base. Waupun like to get out of here with nobody scoring.
Ooh, that one climbed the ladder on the last pitch. And she chases it. Goes down swinging, and that'll bring up Brianna Krause, their cleanup batter. Krause on the season, batting .434.
There's that rise ball right there. Starts probably at the top of the zone, and you think you have to swing it, and just gets up above your hands. Almost impossible to hit with that type of velocity.
It's a little off that one. Misses for ball 1. 2 down. It's nice to have that runner over at second base. See if they can take care of the batter right now. Get that third out. No score in the ball game. Top of the first. Waupun on the field, and up to bat, Kewaskum Indians' Brianna Krause. That one, nice painting the inside part of the plate. No offer by Krause. Puts the count at 1-1.
No question whether they're balls or strikes here with our home plate umpire. Very animate.
Does it get her go after another one of the inside pitches? Maybe a little low, a little inside. Count is now 2-1. Nick Rush letting us know that he's out there and said everything looks good, sounds good, and watching some good softball here this afternoon in Waupun. Nick, the mastermind of putting this whole schedule together. This one's got it poked over towards Carly White, picks it up, throws to first, and gets the out. And Kewaskum comes up empty after getting that leadoff walk and getting that runner over to second base with one down. So no score in the ball game after one half of inning. Waupun's half of inning number one coming your way right after this on RP Sports.
Just a reminder, if you have not paid for your events, the tables have to the left of the concession stand.
Good start.
A little slow getting out there, so we might be able to get that full minute easily.
Okay, we are back and ready to bring you the bottom half of inning number one. Let's take a look at Waupun's batting order. Kaylee Westfall will lead things off. That's a spot that Coach Josh Novice wanted her, so nobody could try to pitch around her as the second or third batter. So it's a good spot for her. Batting second will be Addie Braun. And then Leah Bawalda bats third, followed by Amelia Jones in the cleanup spot. Aubrey Farley, the designated player, batting fifth, followed by Alexis Babish, Hannah Beatty, Ryan Babish, and Rowan Harder. Carly White, the flex player that's playing defense. And you might see her out there swing the bat or do some running coming up in the ball game. And taking a look at the Indians defensively, Macy Sabish, 10-3 on the season with a 1.59 ERA. And she's a very good pitcher. That's why we're going to have a good pitcher's duel here today. Maya Beistel is behind home plate. Lauren Rettler over at first base. Madden Sabish is at second base. Shortstop is Ellie Cagliari. Millie Kreif, I should say, is the third baseman. Left to right in their outfield is Brianna Krause, Kylie Baca, and Leah Dom. And here we go with Kaylee Westfall stepping to the plate for the Lady Warriors. First pitch into her is going to miss away for ball one. She's got to be in the mind of whoever plays Waupun. That's the one player that could take it out of the park. 12 home runs on the season. Dangerous.
One of the premier players in the state of Wisconsin.
And takes one out between first and second base, and she starts things out with a single to get Waupun going. Nobody out, and you got great speed with Kaylee Westfall and very smart decision-making on running the bases. Broke the stolen base record for Waupun girls softball.
What record doesn't she hold?
She holds, I don't know. I should have a list of it. I know her dad was going through that list. It's like at least 6 things.
Yeah, I think it's doubles, triples, home runs.
Runs scored, stolen bases.
RBIs.
Yeah, RBI. Yeah.
Yes. Every category you would want. And then a great defensive Macy has. She starts it on the outside and actually kind of runs almost away from you.
Ooh. Whiffs on, then falls back the bunt attempt, trying to squeeze that run in from third base. That's the person you want coming in is Westfall over there. She had a nice jump, and she would have easily scored on that.
It was not a suicide bunt attempt, but, yeah, a little safety bunt. Anybody knows how important one run could be in this game.
Oh, yeah. Fouls the next one off, keeps the count at 0-2. Amelia Jones awaiting on deck now for Waupun. So you got some pretty good offensive power coming up. Just have to get that run across the plate if you got it that far with just one down. One down. Next one is swung on, and a battle going on now between Leah Bawalda and Macy Sabish. You're just keeping alive here, staying alive, looking for a pitch she can drive somewhere.
Bawalda just somehow put it in play to the right side or get something out deep into the outfield.
Low and away on the next pitch, 1-2 the count. Yeah, winner will be playing tomorrow at Winneconne. 5 o'clock scheduled start in that game. Denmark, the opponent, whoever wins this game. They've already played their game yesterday to get in that position. Next one misses inside, now 2-2 the count.
That pitch right there, pretty close to hitting Bawalda, and she wasn't going to move either. She just stood in. If it hits me, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Sabish looking for new signs.
Comes a 2-2 pitch from Sabish. And that's popped in the air, and that's in foul territory. A second baseman takes it over. Kaylee's going to stay right where she's at. She should. Good job by the second baseman, Madden Sabish, to come over and grab that in foul territory behind the first baseman. And looking the runner back, so still a runner at third base. Nobody in, now 2 down, and that'll bring up Amelia Jones.
Jones having a really nice season, hitting with some power.
Yeah, 3 home runs. I got to see a couple of her home runs this season. Swing and a miss on the first pitch in. Batting .408.
Amelia got one right there. She could have done some damage with that one. Was pretty much middle. Swung right through it.
Bounces across the plate on the next pitch. 1-1 the count. Try to change it up a little bit. Yeah, Josh Novice, this field was beautiful. Josh up early, he said this morning. I was here, he said like 6:30 or 7 o'clock, he said he was here this morning and working on the field. It was still raining a little bit at that time. And fights that one off the glove of the third baseman. Amelia heads up the line, and that draws the throw draws the first baseman off the base. But a good job by Amelia bringing in Waupun's first run, now leading 1-0. Hard hit ball off the glove of the third baseman.
All you can ask for, put the ball in play, put it in play hard, hope for the best. It could have been an out, but as you said, throw a little bit up the line, pull the first baseman, Rettler off the bag, and Waupun's ahead 1-0, just like that.
Brings up Aubrey Farley. Watches strike one, catch the outside part of the plate. Count is now 0-1 to Aubrey, batting .339 on the season. Still flag hanging straight now, which is an unusual thing for us to see here this season out of all the games. It's been such a windy spring.
Pretty overcast right now. You know,
yeah.
If it's clouds or hazy Canadian smoke.
And that's hit up the middle. A base hit for Aubrey Farley. Nice job, Aubrey. Picking up the middle. Nice hard hit ball. Waupun to see if they can squeeze something more out of this first inning. Alexis Babish coming up to bat now. The freshman. I saw she had 1 home run on the season, is what it said on the stats. Right. And I was here. We were here for that grand slam that she hit. And what a way! If you're going to have one, well, might as well be a grand slam and a regional championship game, and that's what she had. 7-run 4th inning in that game to pull away from Plymouth in that game last Thursday.
That was a picturesque home run as well.
Beautiful.
Left center field.
You have to enjoy it for a while. A beautiful flight.
Yeah, super high in the air. She said afterwards when she spoke with you.
Here's one right to third baseman. Nice pickup over there by Kreif, and she throws to first to get the out, but not before Waupun does get a run. A few hits that got off from Sabish in that first inning, and after one complete, Waupun leading 1-0 in the sectional semifinal. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Planning to build? You need Pino. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pino. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapino.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapino.com and learn about the Pino difference. Pino. Build better for future generations.
Okay, we are back, and a nice start there for Waupun. It was led off by Kaylee Westfall with that single, and magically got herself to third base in a position.
Hello, back pain.
Did now leading 1-0. Time to head to the top of inning number 2. And coming up, number 5, 6, and 7 in the Kewaskum batting order: Kylie Baca, Izzy Wallner, and Leah Dom, the 3 batters.
Kaylee Westfall holds the stolen base record, but she's so smart on the bases too. I mean, that without her going to third on that sac bunt, we don't score a run here in this first inning, and such a big part of the game what she can do.
Nice bunt that's picked up by Babish, but can't get it there in time. Perfectly placed bunt. It just kind of died like it had backspin on it. And Baca, another leadoff hitter on. Both teams getting all their leadoff hitters on so far in the ball game. It'll bring up Izzy Wallner, the designated player.
I think sometimes Addison Braun is better when she has some traffic on the bases. Just bears down a little more grit. Throws better pitches.
Pops that one up, and that one's in fair territory and safe at first. Again, that one just in a perfect spot. It was kind of popped up in the air a little bit, but not high enough for somebody to get underneath it. And just like that, a couple base hits, and you've got runners at first and second and nobody out.
Beatty almost able to glove that thing in the air. Made a full-out dive attempt and just off her glove.
Running for Wallner, the flats, number 3, Millie Kreif.
Kreif into run for Wallner. Flex and DP spot back and forth. Again, all the stuff he can do with it. And that'll bring up Leah Dahm, the right fielder. Nice pitch on the outside. Part of the plate, and the count is now 1-0-1.
Good breaking pitch right there by Braun. She wants to go. She wants to work. She wants Coach Navas to get the signs in quicker.
Yeah, he just gets in that rhythm. And that one's popped in the air. That's going to be picked up, and everybody stays right where they're at after they saw that one hit in the air. Trying to bunt. He's playing the small ball against Waupun, but a error there by the Kewaskum Indians, and pulling in is Ryan Babish for out number 1. Everybody stays where they're at. So that helps us out a little bit. Maya Beistel coming up to bat.
Runners staying pretty close to their base. There's no chance for a double play anywhere.
Pitch is going to miss high for ball 1. And one of the better facilities in the state with natural, dirt and grass and everything, and they make just a beautiful field. Very well taken care of. There's a strike. Taking on that. Makes the count 1-1.
There's that drop pitch right there. So Ron has that riser. Then you have the one that drops off the table, drops down about 6 inches.
Goes with the rise ball on the next pitch, and no taker on that one. Makes the count 2-1.
Three-man officiating crew here for sectionals, from sectional semifinals on out through the state tournament. They'll work 3-person crews.
Good nice pitch coming inside on the handle of the bat, and just fights it off, fouls it off, puts the count now at 2-2. And you have the names of all of our officials out there, Randy.
Yeah, Wally Lohendorf, and then is Klotz, father-son.
Dwayne
and Kyle, I believe.
This is popped in the air, but it's going to make its way into the bleachers over on the Kewaskum side. Didn't hit anybody, so no error on the people from Kewaskum. All kind of putting the blame on everybody else out there who should have caught it. But nobody got hit. That's the main thing. Keeps the count now at 2-2 to Maya Beistel. Macy Sabish, number 9 in the batting order, standing on deck. Changes it up on that one again. That's the one Addie Braun thought she's going to get the call on that one. Didn't get it.
Just a little outside.
See your reaction like that other pitch that she had. It's a big strikeout pitch when she throws that changeup. She's
regional finals, those would have all been strikes. And then some. Got way more width on the plate.
And that one misses. All of a sudden, bases are loaded with only 1 down. Scary moments in the ball game now with bases loaded, 1 down, and number 9 in the batting order, Macy Sabish. This is a must-out, hopefully, to get this out. Josh Navas is going to take a walk out there in the pitcher's circle. Let's take a break right now. We'll come back right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Hello, back pain sufferers. This is Dr. Randall Blahoviak with NewMed Integrated Healthcare. Are you struggling to find a solution for the constant neck and back pain that's keeping you from enjoying life? Maybe you're wondering if you should go the medical route, or maybe you're even thinking about giving chiropractic a try. Well, now you don't have to decide between the two. At New Medical Center in Waupun, you can have the best of both worlds. Let our team of experienced medical professionals and chiropractors design a treatment plan to get you back to living a pain-free life. The healthcare team at New Medical Center will assess your condition and give you a combination of options, both medical and chiropractic, to choose from. With over 30 years of experience treating back pain, you can be assured that the team at New Medical Center will discover and address the source of your pain. Don't waste another minute trying the same old failed strategies. Let New Medical Center help get you back to living your best pain-free life. Call New Medical Center now at 920-324-9899. That's 920-324-9899. Or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Okay, we are back. And a bunt attempt by number 9 of the batting order, Macy Sabers, trying to bunt a run in with bases loaded and only one down. Scary time in the ball game now for the Lady Warriors. Definitely want to retire this batter without anybody scoring and face the top of the order. Called strike in the next pitch in just like that. It's an 0-2 count.
See if Braun can get the strikeout here. Maybe something back in front of the pitching circle that she could go home with.
0-2 pitch, swung on, fouled back, and good job there by Sabers to stay alive. Yeah, big moment of the ball game.
Macy Sabers, a pretty good 9-hitter. I think maybe their coach Sabers puts her down there because she's on them. When she's pitching, doesn't want to put that much pressure on her offensively, lets her hit in the 9 spot.
Yeah, thanks to all the people tuned in. We have 132 at this time that are logged in to watching the game. We're enjoying that 1-2 pitch, and that one just misses. Makes the count 2-2. Yvette Navas, one of my former color commentators, checking in from the Chrysler Building in New York City. Hello, Yvette. Come back anytime and join me on the air. And a nice pitch there for Yvette to cheer for. She knows how to do those change-ups, too. A nice change-up by Waupun's Addie Braun, and gets an important second out. Nobody scoring yet, and bases loaded, 2 down. That was a pretty pitch there to get that second out. That brings up Lauren Redler. She got on with a walk to start things out in the first inning. Ooh. Power against power on that one. Just goes at her. The outside part of the plate, a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Yeah, that may have been Braun's best pitch of the game so far. Brought some little extra mustard on that one.
Comes the 0-1 pitch. Same spot almost, maybe a little bit higher, and a called strike 2, no offer. Jenny Patrikas, your neighbor, also.
That's right.
Says, go Warriors.
School board member, Waupun. Big sports fan.
Yeah, you want to check in, make sure go to the chat and join us for that. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's going to miss low and away.
Good job by Westfall getting out and blocking that. You always forget how critical that is. That doesn't show up on a scorebook or anywhere. It's just the catcher's ability to keep balls in front of them.
1-2 pitch popped in the infield, and Waupun's going to escape, leaving bases loaded. A little pop-up over to third base. Waupun has kept Kewaskum off the scoreboard, and after 1.5 innings, Waupun leading 1-0. Back with the bottom of the second after this on Radio Plus Sports. Okay. Steve and Randy with you back for the bottom half of inning number 2. Randy, that was a great Houdini act there by Waupun, and the defense there to get out of that one with bases loaded.
Yeah, it was, and you kind of expect that out of Addison Braun. She gets in those tough situations, and she's able to work her way out of it, and she got that pop-up bunt. That was critical, and then able to just work her way out, strike out, and another harmless fly ball.
Okay, here we go. I got other people checking in now. I got Jackie Lease out there. Let's go Lady Warriors. Sandy Whip says, thanks for a great broadcast, Warriors and Brewers both winning. Life is good from Titletown. Tricia Visser says, "Get it, girls," and Kevin Braun, "Let's go, Warriors," watching from West Bend. Thanks for joining us. Check in if you'd like. We'll pass out the message to the girls. So here we go. Hannah Beatty up to bat now for Waupun with that 1-0 lead. Called strike on the first pitch into Hannah. Ryan Babish on deck and Rowan Harder in the hole now for the Lady Warriors. It is popped in the air behind the catcher, and it's going to make it out of play.
Right on the roof of the broadcast booth here, National Exchange broadcast booth.
You can't get a better venue and a place to watch a game than here and then on the other end of town, both sides. You got it made. You're right behind home plate and a great place to call a game. You're almost on top of the field. That's going to miss low and away. Count is now 1-2 to Hannah.
Nice to see Beatty get on base. She's got good wheels.
Everybody's got their leadoff batters on so far in the ball game. 2 times for Kewaskum, once for Waupun. This one's going to miss low. Nice job by Hannah. Great eyes on that one. Count is now 2-2.
Hannah sporting those pink shoelaces and pink batting gloves.
2-2 the count now for Hannah Beatty. Bottom of the second inning. And pops that one out of play over on the first base side. See, they even got the Kewaskum bus parked over there. Kind of keep the balls over. Just been parked there for the last half hour.
Double parked right on the street.
So we go out and tell the bus driver if he tunes it in on the radio station right in there. Can listen to it or just watch it on his phone. Nikki Broxma says checking in from Oregon. Got them from all over the country that are watching the games. Thanks for joining us, Nikki. Let's go Warriors.
Nikki sent out a message yesterday giving the new time. I saw that and everything on her. So thanks to that.
And that is head out towards center field, but right at the center fielder, Kylie Baca hauls it in for the out. So a good battle at the plate there for Hannah Beatty. Ends up popping out at the end of it. That'll bring up Ryan Babish, which my granddaughter is babysat by her, and she calls her Girl Ryan. I said, "This is, what's her name?" She says, "It's Girl Ryan." She doesn't say Ryan. She loves her babysitter. She's all about Ryan when she comes over, and then Ryan has her hair all done up nice. She did a nice photo session with her and Johnny last year, and some pictures that we have up in our house and over at my son and daughter-in-law's place. Ryan batting number 8 in the batting order for the Lady Warriors. Here we go, 1 down, nobody on, a 1-0 game in favor of Waupun. Next one's going to miss well high.
Kent Vannecock checking in. My former umpire partners. I worked a lot of games with Kent. Been involved with Little League and baseball, a little bit of softball over the years.
Well, walks 4 straight balls thrown to Ryan Babish, so Girl Ryan makes it over to first base, and a 1 down. Runner at first, and Rowan Harder up to bat with the top of the order. We're waiting on deck. Other people checking in. Amelia 942 said, "Let's go Warriors." Terry Tim, good luck, Lady Warriors.
We have a large, maybe because it's a mid-afternoon, some people have to be at work. Good to see the following we have.
And kind of stab at it there by Harder. Strike 1. And Josh Frank says Denmark girls are there watching and find out who they're playing tomorrow. I heard they were going to be coming over here. I'm not sure where they're all set up to watch the ball game. Maybe in the corner of the bleachers. I'm not sure. But Denmark, congratulations to them to get to the sectional championship. Steal attempt and going down a little late on that one. Ryan Babish easily getting into second base. Got herself in scoring position now for Waupun.
Actually a good slide because the ball was thrown to the opposite side of the bag. She went to the back and a little bit of a hook slide, grabbed down with her hands, stayed away from the tag.
Harder swings and misses on the next pitch in, so she goes down swinging. 2 down, runner at second base, and that'll bring the top of the order up, the dangerous Kaylee Westfall. I've done a few of the games. Waupun played that game over at Denmark. maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, and Denmark taking care of business against the Lady Warriors in that game. Had a really nice squad, a really nice catcher, I believe, back in the class that was going through at that time, that hit a couple of home runs, I think, in that game against Waupun to end their season. Definitely got a tradition over there with baseball and with softball.
You and I went to Denmark for American Legion. Was that state
Yeah.
tournament? That was state tournament, correct?
I think it was, yeah.
A number of years ago.
Yeah, making the drive up there. They had a really nice baseball team at Denmark. I think they had won state in the high school
that's right.
tournament that earlier that year.
That was, boy, it's going to be 5 years ago already, maybe, huh? Something like that. It's a while ago.
Time goes fast. Swing and a miss by Westfall on the next pitch in. In case any of you Denmark people that are watching right now, and you know the Umentum family, you have Tom Umentum that left Denmark and came to Waupun and raised his kids over here. Definitely some big ties. I know a lot of Umentums associated with sports over in Denmark. Lays off the next pitch. 3-2 the count now. Battle going on with Kaylee Westfall at the plate and Macy Sabish in the pitcher's circle now for the Indians.
You have to believe Sabish would rather walk. Yeah, he'd rather walk her than to throw her one down the middle.
Okay, so a walk issue to Kaylee Westfall puts runners at first and second base, but then you got to face another very nice hitter with Addie Braun coming up to the plate. Addie batting .437, 6 home runs on the season.
People do not want to leave one over the middle of the plate for Westfall. Just too good of a hitter.
Comes inside to start things out. Ball 1.
Both of these pitchers, when they've missed for balls, they've been very close. Borderline pitches, they're right around the zone.
Misses high on the next pitch. Count is now 2-0. Leah Bawalda waiting on deck. Yeah, being very careful with another dangerous hitter with Addie Braun up to bat. There's a 2-0 pitch again. Ooh, that one looked a little high. Makes the count 2-1.
Yeah, Addie kind of usually doesn't say much. Shook her head a little bit in disbelief.
Yeah, a lot of groans at the same time. 2-1 the count. Waupun threatening again with runners at first and second base. Braun steps out for a second. Yeah, next one's going to miss high and tight. Puts the count now at 3-1. Like you mentioned before, she's being very careful with Waupun's first couple of batters in the batting order.
Doesn't get a lot easier, though. You got Bawalda and Jones coming up. People that can gap balls.
And just kind of throws that last one away. Now the bases are loaded for Waupun. See if Waupun can take advantage of having bases loaded here after a walk issue to Addie Braun and Leah Bawalda coming up. She popped out in foul territory behind first base to the second baseman.
Courtesy runner for the pitcher.
It's going to be Holtz.
Reagan Holtz comes in, yeah.
Courtesy for the pitcher.
Got some pretty nice wheels.
Braun talking to Bawalda, kind of cluing her in on what she might see at the plate as some coaching advice from the veteran junior.
Big opportunity here for Waupun. Bawalda at the plate, hits one high in the air out towards left field, and that is going to be off the glove and then over the fence. That's a grand slam. It was off the glove on the warning track of the left fielder, Brianna Krause. Off her glove, pops out and goes over the fence. Waupun leads this game 5-0. Wow.
Wow is right.
I thought she had a beat on it, and she was all set up to catch that and kind of stabbed at it, and it popped right off her glove and over the fence. And now, just like that, Waupun is leading 5-0. Huge time in this ball game here for Waupun. Put 4 across the plate, now take a 5-0 lead. Wow.
Yeah, again, a ball that could have been caught. Definitely right there. Softball and baseball are funny games. Just a game of sometimes a foot or two or inches here and there, and can turn the course of a game. Wow.
So here we go. Continues on. Now with Amelia Jones stepping to the plate. That's the ultimate take advantage of a mistake out there. 4 runs come in on that play.
Well, you walk Westfall, you walk Braun, and
put
yourself in that situation.
Strike on the next pitch into Jones. Amelia, she had a single, got stranded over at second base back in the first inning. Comes the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be hit up the middle, and see if Waupun can get another little rally going here. Jones with a couple of base hits so far in the ball game gets herself to first base, and coming up to bat is Aubrey Farley.
Waupun is not done yet. We're going to have a pinch runner, I'm assuming.
This is a nice warmer day, so nobody has their jackets on. It covers up their numbers if you don't have the right equipment. Caroline Kluge, we're looking right at her on the poster in front of us, one of the 3 seniors heading out to do some running. Just 3 seniors, but they're, especially Kaylee Westfall, Rowan Harder starters for them, and Caroline coming in to do some running now for Waupun. All valuable members of the team that'll be playing this is their last game on this field as a Waupun Lady Warrior. And Aubrey Farley at the plate right now. He had a single back in the first inning, swing and a miss on the next pitch in. Puts the count quickly at 0-2. Alexis Babish hoping to get a chance to take a swing here this inning.
That was a real good pitch there by Sabish. Kind of in on the hands, close enough to swing at, but tough to do much with.
And that one just paints the outside part of the plate. Going down looking is Aubrey Farley, but not before the damage is done. That big swing of the bat off the swing of Leah Bawalda brings in 4 runs. Waupun leads now 5-0. Back with the top of inning number 3 coming your way right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste, quality, and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmsen name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
Okay, we are back, and what a crazy moment in the ball game. Waupun takes advantage of their opportunity with bases loaded and getting that grand slam off the bat of Leah Bawalda. Waupun opens up what could be a huge insurmountable lead here with these 2 great pitchers going at it, 5-0. It's like climbing a mountain. And we're just on the top of the 3rd inning.
Warriors very fortunate right there. Ball that could have been caught. Wasn't an easy play. Went back to the fence, off her glove and over the fence. That's how close it was. Just amazing. Just like that. It was 3 walks that led up to that home run.
Okay, top of the 3rd inning. And Madden Sabish coming up first for the Indians. First pitch into her. Decides not to swing, but a called strike. Ellie Cagliari on deck, followed by Brianna Krause. That's number 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. Coming up for the Indians here this inning. This is hit out towards right field and almost right at the right fielder for Waupun with Bawalda out there. Didn't have to go anywhere. Leah just kind of stood there and hauled it in for out number 1.
Shortstop, number 11, Ellie Cagliari.
It'll take a little wind out of your sail. Something like that happens, and it knocks you for a loop. You got to gather yourself, and we'll see how the Indians respond.
Kewaskum had bases loaded, get nothing. Waupun has bases loaded. Kewaskum could have gotten out of it. Ends up 4 runs.
Kenya Potratz checking in. Kenya and Kenna cheering from the barrage. Go girls, they say. What year was that, McKenna, when you played? I know you don't want to think about that memory, but what year was that when you played Denmark and ended your season over at Denmark? If you could pass that along. Remember Kenna being right behind home plate. Catcher for Waupun. Kenna Cunningham.
Going to see McKenya brother in a few hours over at the baseball diamond.
Yes, go see Landon play. We're going to be calling that game, so keep on. Check into that stream too. We'll be calling that at 4:00 today if this game gets done in time, which it's It's moving right along so far.
Landon, he had a big home run over in Berlin this year.
Yeah.
There haven't been many home runs hit by, the wind has been blowing in everywhere they go most of the season. Poltrad's had one over there.
So went down the line with it. It's such an odd field with just a 90-degree angle of fence out there. Another one hit out towards right field, and Lee just kind of leisurely floats over to where the ball goes right into her glove. So 2 putouts by the right fielder, Leah Bowalda, here in the top of the 3rd inning. Brianna Krause now stepping to the plate. Their cleanup batter. She's a pretty tall girl. When I saw her standing with her teammates and the Waupun girls out there, she's got a little height. Kylie Baca awaiting on deck.
Missed just a little low.
Kelly Scouten says, way to go, Leah. Nice rip. Proud aunt right here. So proud of her niece out there getting that hit. Jason Whitford, too, listening from the Bull Barns in Fond du Lac. Go Warriors. And this is just another one popped out to the outfield. Coming underneath it, he is Amelia Jones, and hauls it in easily. A quick inning for Waupun defensively. 3 pop-outs to the outfield, and Waupun retains that 5-0 lead after 2.5 innings. Waupun's half of inning number 3 coming your way right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Okay, we are back, and Waupun taking care of things defensively. I should say Addie Braun now forcing 3 pop-ups. And Waupun with that 5-0 lead going into the bottom of inning number 3. The winner of this game will be playing coming up tomorrow at 5 o'clock over at Winneconne High School. Randy and I will be over there for that game if this game holds up for Waupun. Like I said, a familiar place for us. We've been there for numerous games over in Winneconne.
We were there for baseball one. Was that 2 years ago? Oh, man.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, they played some pretty tough customers over there. And don't forget, at 4 o'clock today, we plan on being this all being done here, and us over on the other end, over at the Gus and Waupun, to call the Waupun against Plymouth ball game. Sorry. And up for Waupun is Alexis Babish. The owner of 1 home run, a grand slam in that Plymouth game. Called strike on the first pitch into Alexis.
Macy Sabish has actually pitched pretty well in this game. He's doing a nice job. Waupun's just too good offensively right now.
Next pitch misses high and away. 1-1 the count now to Alexis.
A few more people rolling in here now. Kind of a late arriving crowd. Some people maybe had to get off.
Some people do work. Yeah,
I
some
know.
people work out here, don't they?
Well, you and I both work.
Yeah.
Even though we're retired, we work more than we should probably.
Yeah, that's for sure. I do my morning show for the Waupun station, and through the magic of radio, I do my afternoon show over in Mayville from 2 to 7. Next pitch is swung on and fouled out of play over on the right field side. And all the other jobs that we have, you're out there mowing the lawn at a cemetery.
Do that. And a little umpiring.
Do
this. Work full time for my wife.
That's right. Don't we all?
Here we go. Back to softball. This is good stuff, guys. Beautiful day here. Still time to come out if you're local. Catch this sectional semi game.
Next pitch is misses high and away, and that puts the count now at 3-2. So leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Waupun Lady Warriors. That Denmark quote, this is popped in the infield. The first baseman coming over and hauling it in for the out in the glove of Lauren Redler. So fly out in the infield. 1 down, and that'll bring up Hannah Beatty to the plate. McKenya Potred says that loss was back in 2021. Put a sad face, and thanks for reminding me Steve on that one.
You're welcome, McKenya.
Yeah. We might have to make a trip to the barrage. Hopefully we have a couple things to celebrate here for Waupun and have just a little post-game discussion on these games for the day. Great place to go. Hannah Beatty, she flew out to center field her last at-bat back in the second inning, and this one is kind of heading toward the same direction. A good contact, but right at the center fielder again. Kylie Baca waiting for that one for the second time. 2 up and 2 down, and Ryan Babish coming up to bat. Trista Steinbach says, let's go ladies, and also Amanda Dirks, who's brought up right across the street. Left-handed catcher, I believe, for the Waupun Lady Warriors back in the day. Said, let's go Warriors, and way to go, Leah.
Jacob Steinbach, one of the members of that Waupun baseball team, does some pitching.
And a sharply hit ball to the shortstop, Ellie Cagliari, picks it up, throws a strike to first to get the out. So a 1-2-3 inning for Waupun offensively, and we've got 3 into the books here at Jerry Miedema Field, and we'll be back for the top of the 4th inning right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Shop these and more great deals at the Piggly Wiggly Waupun. Kemp's 20% off and more sale. Top round roast at $4.99 per pound. Get deals on milk, eggs, butter, and bread. Bratwurst or Italian sausage, $4.99 for the package with your card. Get breakfast sausage, links, or patties, $6.99 with your card. These and more great deals at the Piggly Wiggly Waupun. And a reminder to shop Cattails connected to Waupun's Piggly Wiggly this week. Today's game is brought to you in part by the Waupun Athletic Booster Club. The Booster Club is a group of alumni, parents, and friends that help support Waupun athletics. They support wrestling, girls and boys tennis, hockey, soccer, volleyball, golf, softball, baseball, basketball, and more. Best of luck, Waupun, in your game today. Find the Waupun Athletic Booster Club on Facebook.
Welcome back to Jerry Miedema Field. Waupun and Kewaskum both going down quietly in the 3rd inning, both 1-2-3 innings. But here we go, top of the 4th, and Waupun leading this game 5-0. It's a sectional semifinal in Division II. Winner will be taking on Denmark coming up tomorrow over at Winneconne. And the first pitch is taken out to center field off the end of the bat, but up the middle off the bat of Kylie Baca to get things going for the Kewaskum Indians. The 3rd time they've got their leadoff runner on.
Braun been able to work out of a couple of jams today. Does a nice job under pressure. The breeze is picking up now, Steve. Kind of flag is blowing almost straight in towards home plate. Not strongly, but definitely a little breeze.
This pitch is going to pop off from Kaylee's glove and just have to swallow the throw. Runner safe at second base. So Kewaskum coming out aggressively, trying to jump on the pitches early and get that singled. Runner at second, nobody out. And a 1-0 count to Izzy Wallner. Swing and a miss on the next pitch, going right at her with that one.
A little bit of a breaking pitch there. Down and away, tough to handle.
Comes the 1-1 pitch from Hattie Braun. It's going to miss, makes it a 2-1 count. See some family members out on the left center field fence. See my niece Holly Marwitz out there. My brother-in-law Kurt's out there. That's Luke possibly out there. Marwitz, former Waupun baseball and 3-sport athlete, great. Called strike on the next pitch. Yeah, good turnout here for an afternoon game at Waupun's Jerry Miedema Field. This is swung on and popped out of play over on the first base side. And a good contingency coming from Kewaskum to come watch the game too. They made that about 35-40 minute trip over to Waupun.
28 to 41 to 49. You can be here.
It's going to roll across home. Kaylee kind of clears out to get the ball over there, but that's going to come up late on the throw, and all of a sudden a runner at third base. Good job by Baca to find her way over there. 3-2 the count to Isney Wallner, the designated player. Leah Dama waiting on deck.
Baca, a lot like Westfall, aggressive on the base path.
And a slow little bouncer, and they decide to pick it up. Kind of thought you should have probably just let it go for another foot or two. Nothing worse was going to happen with that one, but Addie Braun picks it up because it was angling a little bit. Not fast over that direction, but infield hit off the bat of Izzy Wallner brings a run in. Waupun leading now 5-1.
Yeah, if you're going to wait that long, then you might as well just wait it out and see what happens.
Get down their knees and blow on the ball like that guy, the Major League player did. Who was that, Jeff? Jeff probably remembers that.
Running for Wallner, the flex, number 3, Millie Kreitz.
Jeff's busy over there, multitasking.
Who's the guy that blew the ball out in foul territory in Major League Baseball when it was rolling slowly up the line? Yeah, blowing on the ball. I thought if anybody would know, Jeff might know. Okay, so a runner at first base, still nobody out, 1 run in, and Waupun leading 5-1 yet. The Indians saying, we're not going to give up yet. I think they were a little shell-shocked when they came up that next inning after those 4 runs came in, but they took a deep breath and said, this game isn't over. We're only in the 4th inning.
Sometimes the pressure comes off a bit when the game gets opened up. You know, in those 1-run games, they can be killers.
Here's a ground to second, throwing over to short, and not in time over at first, but a nice pickup over there by Alexis Babish, getting the ball over to White at second. Didn't get the out at first, but it's good to get that lead runner.
Brings up catcher number 1, Maya Beistel.
So again, that runner at first base with 1 down. Things are looking a little bit better. Maya Beistel coming up, number 8 in the batting order, their catcher. Maya got on with a walk back in the 2nd inning. Called strike on the first pitch into Maya. A few more people checking in with us too, I think. Yeah, KCT says woo-hoo, Warriors. Called strike on the next pitch. Missy Holtz, let's go Lady Warriors, rooting at home. Nursing our injuries, but can't miss the girls. Thanks for this program. Thanks, Missy, for thanking us for that. Carissa Harmson, too. This is hit high in the air, but should be an easy one here for Jones to get underneath. Took a few steps forward and hauls it in. Yeah, Carissa said, let's go, Warriors. Way to go hitting that grand slam. And that will bring up Macy Sabish, the pitcher. She went down, strikeout victim, went down looking in the 2nd inning.
You and I are good luck. We've been here the last regional championship and now sectional semi. We saw 2 grand slams.
Yeah.
One from Alexis Babish. And
definitely, we've seen some great ball out of Waupun. They've been playing, I think, their best ball, and the coach agreed with me. They're definitely playing at their peak. You know, they had those losses early, played some really good teams earlier in the season, but right now they've got a good roll going, and they've got some contributors up and down the batting order. Addie's been pitching lights out.
We talked about that. All 3 of those runners that were on board during that grand slam came by walk, and I think somewhat intentionally.
Yeah, they definitely were trying to get past the first couple of batters on there. Don't let these girls hurt you at all. And
yeah, probably not.
Pitch around them indirectly.
Ryan Babish walked, but I think Westfall and Braun probably definitely pitched around them.
Another one fouled back into the screen. 2-2 the count. See if Waupun can just keep the damage to 1 run, leading 5-1. Top of the 4th inning.
Bright sunshine. People out there in their shorts and
jams her on that one. A slow roller goes right back to Addie. Throws to first to get the out. So damage is done. A couple of hits in that inning for Kewaskum. They do get a run across the plate. But Waupun takes a 5-1 lead to the bottom of inning number 4. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Chocolate, coffee, popcorn, ice cream. That's all that needs to be said about Guth's candy. But Steve and Katie Guth offer much more than your favorite confectionery cravings. Hundreds of decadent handcrafted creations and classic candy faves are swirled together in a casual cafe for long talks, guiltless indulgences, and hot refills. Guth's Candy, corner of Highway 49 and 151 Waupun. Order your Guth favorites online for a sweet surprise at guthscandy.com. Guth's Candy in Waupun, a chocolate legacy 4 generations strong.
Steve Witterhack with you. Randy Armga joining me here today. And I tell you, the damage, very minimal. Waupun kept it to just one run there in the top half of inning number 4.
Yeah, and that's been Braun's story. Got in a little bit of trouble, able to work her way out of the jams, and she's pitching extremely well again. She's so confident on the mound and in the circle, I should say.
See Andrea Brown checking in to Let's Go Girls, and her daughter Taylor, who's now at DeBoer. I remember her being at the state tournament, some big moments there, getting to Waupun to the championship game.
I think she had she had a bunt or something that was a big
There
play.
was. It was something the girls kind of called out there. Was it, Andrea, is that 2015? Possibly. I know that was with Yvette and the bunch. And VR on that team, and Ryswick. So here we go. Coming up first for Waupun will be Rowan Harder, struck out back in the second inning. All these seasons kind of blend in, and it doesn't seem like that could possibly be 10 years ago, but I think it is.
You and I are, I think it was, because that makes sense. My son graduated in 14, and I think Taylor was a year behind, if I'm not mistaken.
That was the perfect team for the Coach Hagstrom's kind of coaching philosophy. They were smart. Small ball, so they're smart, fast, getting them base to base, and put themselves to the championship. Chases one high and outside for Rowan, so strikeout for out one, nobody on, and back to the top of the order. Kaylee Westfall, followed by Addie Braun, coming up now for Waupun.
If you're Sabish, you like seeing this. Westfall coming up with nobody on base. Makes you feel a little more confident.
Yvette's still at the Chrysler building yet, and she says, yep, that was 2015. It was a state runner-up. Andrea Brown agreed to. That was definitely when they were there last. Let's see if Kaylee can get things going here for Waupun, get another rally going, get some more insurance runs. It's a good cut at the next pitch, fouls it back. Kaylee has singled and has walked and has crossed home plate twice in the ballgame. She always finds a way to cross home plate.
Is the all-time run scored leader in this program.
And that is hit high in the air out towards right center field, giving chase as the center fielder, calling the right fielder off. Kylie Baca runs a lot longer than what it took the right fielder to get there, but she says, I got a beat on it. I'm going to haul it in for out number 2.
Yeah, she's a good one. We've seen that out of her in the past.
Addie Braun coming up to bat now for the Lady Warriors. So far, Addie has had a sacrifice bunt. The runner over back in the first inning. Actually got Westfall all the way to third base eventually on that little bunt attempt. And then she has also walked and scored.
Kylie Baca, she's got a great throwing arm, and she covers a lot of ground out there in center field. One of the good ones.
Yeah, that's your tradition. If you got a great athlete, you put them out in center field. Got some good wheels, good sense to where the ball is going to go. We've seen some great center fielders, baseball and softball-wise here in Waupun, many years in a row. 1-1 the count now to Addie. This is going to miss outside. Makes the count 2-1.
One with the curveball there, but a little bit too far outside. Yeah. Center fielder is the captain of your outfielders, just like your shortstop is the captain of the infielders. Take charge.
Next pitch is going to miss high. Puts the count at 3-1. Got the same little, was that a sparrow or something?
Yeah.
That keeps on flying, just that one keeps on flying in the fence in front of us.
All the activity going on there. Hard to believe that a bird would continue to land.
So that one's fouled out of play. We want to watch the game. This is a big game, even for the Birds. We want to see some great softball here. So
you got a bird's eye view right there.
Yeah, that's it.
Pun intended.
Yes. Lays off the next pitch, and that's going to miss. So the second time of the ball game, Addie Braun has issued a walk. 2 down, runner at first base, and that will bring up the girl that hit the ball out of the park. It brought 4 runs in for Waupun, Leah Boalda. Reagan Holtz coming into the ball game to run for Addie.
Yeah, last time Braun walked, it didn't work out so good for Kewaskum. We'll see. Hopefully Leah just goes for the base hit here. If she hits one long, great, but that one's hit hard.
That one's hit right at the right fielder. Just takes a step back, a step forward, and hauls it in, Leah Dahm. But Waupun comes up empty, but the main thing is they're leading now 5-1 going into the top of the 5th inning. We'll have it coming your way right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of all of our young athletes and what they receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones Investments is a proud supporter of sports. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisor for your investment needs today by visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
It's a perfect day for some softball. Steve and Randy with you here at Jerry Miedema Field. Waupun taking a 5-1 lead into the top of the 5th inning. And looking pretty solid right now here against the Kewaskum Indians, but they'll be facing the top of the order as we go into this inning.
Perfect day for some softball, perfect day for some baseball in a couple of hours. I think that's 4:45, and so 2 hours and 43 minutes from now, we'll be doing baseball.
Well, we brought the young guys along, so we got to move all the equipment over to the other side of town. So we got Cam and Colby here. We'll just run over there. We'll just wait for them to get there. Now we'll be hauling stuff down with those guys.
With the spiral staircase we have here, anybody that's ever been up here knows it's
not user-friendly. I guess that's my only
plastic steps
thing against the doing games here. It's hard to get some equipment up here, but you got to take turns, and you kind of have a little somebody kind of hauling it up as you hand it to them. It's not too bad.
Like the water drill, putting out the fire in the old days, handing equipment from one person to the other.
Next pitch fouled back into the screen, makes the count 0-2.
That's the only thing we have to complain about. You're in a nice facility because this place is top notch.
0-2 the count now on Lauren Rettler. Yeah, so far in the game, she's walked and she has flown out. We'd like to get that girl in that number 1 spot, keep her off the base paths. Yeah, good boisterous crowd out here, and the teams, a lot at stake on this one. Waupun playing their 3 of these girls playing their last game on this field as a Waupun Lady Warrior, so they want to have a nice memory of that last game.
They are going to have a lot of Legion ball here this summer, I know that, but yeah, you're right, as a Warrior.
Oh, that one catches the outside part of the plate. Definitely maybe an extended plate on that one, and going down surprisingly, it was Lauren Rettler. Looked like she's more surprised than anybody, but she is struck out. Went down looking. Can't always keep that decision into the hands of the umpire. So Madden Sabish coming up to bat. Madden so far had a successful sacrifice bunt and also has flown out in the game. Her 3rd at bat of the game. And he misses on the first pitch. 1-0 the count.
Addison Braun takes a little walk out of the circle. Takes a deep breath and steps back in, toes the rubber.
And there's one, just a couple little hops right back into the glove of Addie Braun. Randy. Armkin Steve Witterhack with you. Wednesday, didn't expect to do anything on Wednesday. I kind of had other plans going to watch some Little League baseball with the grandsons, but more than happy to step in and do a few games today. Instead of 1 game yesterday, it's 2 games today. And hopefully a game for us coming up tomorrow. Ellie Cagliari coming up to bat, and a called strike on the first pitch. No offer from Ellie. Batting number 3 in the batting order for the Indians.
Braun, she doesn't want to walk people now. She's just coming middle.
Ooh, it pulls pulls the chain on that one and way ahead of it. A big swing and a miss by Cagliari and a big smile on the face of Addie Braun. I don't know why, but I got a hankering for popcorn right now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I can smell it.
Smell it.
And strike three. Another batter goes down looking. 2 strikeouts, 1 ground out, and a 1-2-3 inning. After 4.5 innings, Waupun is leading 5-1 in this sectional semifinal. Back with the bottom of the 5th after this on Radio Plus Sports.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
There we go. Okay, we are back for the bottom half of inning number 5. Coming up for Waupun this inning will be number 4, 5, and 6 in the batting order. Amelia Jones, followed by Aubrey Farley and Alexis Babish. 5-1 the lead now for Waupun on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. We're bringing you the game from the National Exchange Bank and Trust broadcast booth, directly behind home plate at Jerry Miedema Field in Waupun.
About as good as it gets right here, you bet. As well as on the east end of town. When you go to the boys, 2 of the nicer booths around to call games from, watch games from.
Yeah, all our viewers join us for that game coming up later on. It'll be a different link for that game, but join us for that 4 o'clock game, Waupun regional semifinal action. They take on the Plymouth Panthers.
Amelia Jones with 2 singles in the game so far.
Yeah, swinging a great bat.
Has not been able to score, but a couple RBIs.
Swings at the next one, makes the count 0-2. Aubrey Farley on deck. Alexis Babish in the hole now for the Lady Warriors.
Jones had that hit after Westfall was able to get all the way to third on the sack bunt and for that score that first run for Waupun.
This pitch is going to miss about nose level, puts the count at 1-2.
Thanks for joining us on the radio as well. You know, some people are at work and don't have access to watching the game.
You know, some purists out there think that's the way you should experience a game, is on the radio. That's
baseball, softball is great on the radio. Yeah.
We had the Bob Euchre years. How blessed are we to have Bob Euchre?
Blessed in Wisconsin. Matt LePay with the Badger stuff. He's so good.
Yeah, definitely one of the best in the country. If not the best according to us. Strikeout for Amelia Jones. That'll bring up Aubrey Farley. Grew up nothing better than getting up on a Saturday morning about 10:30, 11 o'clock and listening to Matt LePay call a Badger football game. There's something magical about that. And that's it towards right field. It's going to slice foul down the right field line off the bat of Aubrey Farley. Yeah, they'll test our skills, seeing if we can tear down, set up over on the other side of town, the other end of Lincoln Street, coming up for that boys' baseball game.
71 degrees and mostly sunny right now. What a beautiful day.
162 people that are watching the game right now. I have it.
162 units could be a lot. Yeah, it could be a lot of people.
Yeah. Always got to clarify that for people. Yeah. That's the computers, not just individuals.
It doesn't count radio either. They don't measure that. Could be 500 listening on the radio to this game.
I just bought a new radio, Randy, a little AM, FM, Bluetooth radio. Swing and a miss by Farley in the next pitch in. I was at that Milwaukee Tool sale, and I bought myself a Milwaukee Tool radio. I always going to want one. But the opportunity was there. It was on sale. They sold a lot of Milwaukee Tool stuff this past Saturday over at Martin's Ace Hardware.
I was there. I stopped there as well.
That is a strike on Aubrey Farley. He goes down looking another one of those reactions again from both teams. Some of these strike threes. But let's move the game along so we can get over to the next game as long as Waupun doesn't start giving up runs here.
The 5-1 lead. They'll just get this game done as quickly as possible.
Also, welcome to the Kewaskum viewers that we might have out there, and our Denmark viewers that are maybe scouting the game. I know they say the players are here watching the game from Denmark. The team is here.
If they're not watching it live, they may watch this back later, that's for sure. Be able to stop it. And
said she did not go on that last pitch. That's a nice convenience of what we do, too. You can always go back and watch the game. Then you can do all the little crazy rewind stuff. We don't want to mess up your viewing by throwing rewinds at you all the time. So you can do your own rewinding during the game when you watch it back. Called strike on the next pitch in. 2-1 the count now to Alexis. Another call on the outside part of the plate. So 2 strikeouts on 2 batters for Waupun, and right now a 2-2 count for Alexis Babish. How big is that moment in the second inning? Leah Bawalda's bat and 4 runs come in. Huge. It was high and away, possibly and very possibly a game deciding.
Yeah, off the glove of Brianna Krause. Over the fence for a grand slam.
It was a 3-2 pitch and misses. So Babish issued a walk with 2 down and nobody on. That'll bring up Hannah Beatty. So game tomorrow, a 5 o'clock start over at Winneconne. Looks like the weather is going to be pretty good tomorrow. Should be all right with that. We might get smoked out or something from Canada. I know I caught myself coughing a few times when I was out watching Little League a couple nights ago, and a few other people around me were too. And I know it was definitely very hazy that day compared to what we have now. And this is smoked out to right center field and rounding over to third base. Heading over there now is Alexis Babish. Runners now at the corners, and Waupun trying to get something going with 2 down. Here we go. Nice base hit. They pass the second baseman out to right center field off the bat of Hannah Beatty.
Makes Beatty 1 for 3 on the day. She flew out to center twice, and that time took that outside pitch the other way. Good job of hitting. Babish able to easily make it to third.
Ryan Babish steps to the plate now for the Lady Warriors. See if we can get something out of this. Right now with 2 down, nothing in this inning, but a 5-1 lead for Waupun. Sabish's pitch is a called strike. Seems like the strike zone just being a little bit bigger as we're going along here.
It does.
If you're a good pitcher, you'd
a little bit high, a little bit wider, and a little bit higher.
Coach just wants to talk to his hitter with Ryan up to bat right now.
Ryan had a hard hit ball in that regional championship game right after her sister hit the grand slam. She smoked one off the left center field wall.
Swings of the next one, swings and misses. And runner goes over to second base. Yeah, I asked her in the interview afterwards, that make you come in with a little extra on your swing after your sister hits a grand slam in the ball game? She says, oh, yeah. A little short hopper off the left field fence out there, and that was a pretty impressive hit. Swings on the next one.
Yeah, she was also extremely happy for her sister.
Oh, yeah. They're a close bunch. They've been playing all these years together, and
sibling rivalry exists, but boy, she had pure joy and happiness.
Great in basketball, they got to play together. Volleyball, they got to play together. That's pretty nice when they're 2 years apart, class-wise. But then they got Alexis that's starting right away, making an impact right away her freshman year. So it's some pretty magical years for the Babish family. Having those two playing makes it easier too. You don't have to go watch 2 different games either on a given night.
I think Ryan told you that night she hit a home run as a freshman and hasn't hit one since.
Oh, really? And this one's going to make it over to shortstop, picked up and thrown to first base. Nice play by Ellie Cagliari, ranging to her left and thrown to strike to first. Vaughn does get a couple runners on, but nobody does score. 1 base hit off the bat of Hannah Beatty. And 5 complete, Waupun leading 5-1. Back with the top of the 6th inning right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Okay, here we go. Top of the 6th inning. Waupun with a 5-1 lead. And coming up first for Kewaskum, number 4 in the batting order of Brianna Krause, followed by Kylie Baca and Izzy Wallner. Stepping in to face Addie Braun for the 3rd time in the ballgame. Reaches out, a little roller over to Carly White. Pats the glove, throws to first, gets the out.
Might be White's first attempt in this game at the shortstop position. She's so smooth over there.
Yeah, she's a nice, very athletic young lady over there at shortstop. Had some big plays at second base in that state championship game. She's an athlete.
Got to take it back because Krause also went 6-3 in the first inning.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought she did one earlier.
Yeah, so that was the only one, the very first inning, and then that's her second ball that's been hit to her in this entire game. Usually a shortstop's a very busy position.
So 1 down. 0-1 count to Kylie Baca, and this one is a slow roller. Oh, that's going to be a race over to first base. A good job by Alexis Babish. Both her and Beatty went after the ball, and finally Alexis picks it up and said, I'm just taking it all the way in. I'm going that way anyway. So she beats out Baca to first base. So 2 up and 2 down. And that'll bring up Izzy Wallner to the plate. She has got a couple base hits so far in the ballgame. That's in that number 6 position here for the Indians. Jams her on that one, but it's going to be a foul ball for strike 1.
Hit her leg in the box, yeah. Called immediately. Edison Braun cruising along right now.
Yeah, she just gets on that mode. You can tell when she's kind of locked in and going right at her on that one. Going after a batter here that's got a couple of hits in the ballgame. Went right down Main Street with it. What's the count now at 0-2? One swung on and fouled back.
Are you up for a challenge?
What's that?
Maybe you and I, after this season's all over, we could get a bat and see if we could hit off of Addison.
Oh, God.
Try that challenge to see what it's like being in the box against.
You want me to feel bad about myself?
What a high-level pitcher.
They've done that. They've done that with college pitchers and Major League Baseball players, and those, and just you're a lot closer, and
right.
The reaction time, man, it's. They had trouble with it. You start throwing the different things you can do with a softball that you can't do with a baseball, and those guys aren't used to that either.
Yeah, at 60 miles an hour at the 46 feet is comparable to like a 90 in a hardball game from the 60 feet 6 inches.
Yeah, sharply hit ball, knocked down by Babish, throws to first base to Beatty and got the out. 3 up, 3 down, just what Waupun wanted there in the top of the 6th. They take a 5-1 lead to the bottom of inning number 6. Coming your way right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Best Craft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
Steve Winterhack, Randy Armga with you at Jerry Meadema Field in Waupun. Things are looking better and better as we get closer to the end of the game. Bottom of the 6th inning, Waupun leading 5-1. And again, Denmark waiting for the winner of this. Denmark, the girls got to be feeling pretty good. You knock off number 3, Luxembourg Casco. In the tournament, you knock off the undefeated Fox Valley Lutheran team, undefeated, ranked number 1 in the state, and beat them pretty handily, 9-3. A team you lost to twice during the season. So they are definitely in a roll right now. So a couple hot teams that are going to be playing each other coming up tomorrow. So Waupun hang on to this game.
Fox Valley Lutheran, 26-1. It's going to be a disappointment. What an amazing season, and then just so disappointing because your sights are set only on a state championship when you're that level.
My grandson, Ryston, when he was 11 years old, a year ago, he had to play against a team. Next one is hit in the air out in foul territory, right field side, second baseman giving it a chase, and Sabish hauls it in for the out. Yeah, they're playing in a baseball tournament against a Columbus team in Columbus, and this kid kept on bragging, hey, we're 17-0 on the season, and I can throw the ball like 60 miles an hour as an 11-year-old or whatever it was, but the game got done. Waupun beat him pretty handily, and then one of our guys goes, 17-1. You guys are.
Yeah.
So I don't know if any of the Denmark players would have said that. But a great accomplishment. Congratulations to Denmark on their nice run they've had so far in the tournament.
Yeah, going to be a tough opponent tomorrow for whoever gets there.
And Kaylee Westfall watches a changeup go by, lets it go for a called strike, makes the count and 1-1. Kaylee had that single and scored, also walked and scored first and second inning, has flown out. It's a 1-1 pitch, jammed on that one, fights it off. Foul ball, 1-2 the count.
You talk about those records. I remember my son Avery, American Legion State Tournament. We played, I think it was Marathon where your wife came from.
Yeah.
And they had a record it was crazy, like 34-2. They were 34-2 or something.
And this one, a little looper on the ground, and that's just with all the spin on it and the bounce on it, like a little English on the ball. But somehow it just kind of gets past the shortstop and the third baseman. So a nice one-out single off the bat of Kaylee Westfall for her second hit of the ball game. There must have been a ton of spin on that one. It's kind of a looper, and then kind of went down. And
top spin, and it just, hugged the ground.
Brings up Batty Braun.
Westfall dangerous on the bases again. See if we bunt.
Well, Addie's found her way on, without getting a hit, has found her way on a couple times here today with being walked twice. Their second and third at-bats.
I mentioned my son Avery. There have been Eric Taves on that team and Colin Uren. A lot of other good players. They had a great team that year and won the state tournament. But yeah, they played Marathon. We didn't know anything about them as parents or much as a staff, and
you smoked those guys. Didn't you?
It was a five inning mercy game. It was like, okay, who did they play? We knew they had to have a lot of pitching to play that many games and be winning, but.
There's a roller up the middle, kind of set up perfect and for a double play, but a good job by Kaylee Westfall coming in hard at second base and disrupts that throw to first. So they do get the lead runner, but still on with a base runner. Looks like Reagan Holt's going to check back in to do some running for Waupun.
Courtesy runner for the pitcher, number 4, Reagan Holt.
Addison Braun, a very capable runner, but I think it's wise just to keep her off the base paths, let her stay focused at what she's going to do in the circle, on the rubber, give her a little break, catch her breath.
The bat now, Leah Bawalda, known as the difference maker in this ball game with that shot right out to the fence off the glove of the left fielder. Grand slam. 4 runs come in. Waupun leading 5-1. Next ball is fouled out of play. See, there's the first time I've seen the bus come into play. Off the bus keeps it from crossing the street. Yeah, don't forget, Randy and I will be making the trip to the other side of town along with our stream team, Cam and Colby. Be setting up to give you the call on the Waupun against Plymouth boys baseball game, a regional semifinal.
Straight east. Plymouth defeating North Fond du Lac to get there. I think it was a 9-0 game.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, game prep stuff yesterday, last night before I went to bed. This one's going to miss high, puts the count now at 2-2. Yeah, fun time of year. Love postseason for all the different sports out there. Something special for some of the deep runs Waupun has had, some state championships, getting their first state championship in softball last year. That was a magical run that I got to ride along and call those games. Next one is hit out to foul territory, right field side. It's going to make it on the ground. Would have brought Randy with me to the championship game, but he had other obligations in that day.
Wedding. Van Galen wedding. Scott and Amy's son.
And they were keeping up with it, too, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
Everybody that was there, because a lot of people that were there would have been at that game if it wasn't for Veggie getting married.
You were there, right, Jeff? At Veggie's wedding? Mr. Taves, yeah. His son.
This one's going to miss high into Bawalda. Now a 3-2 count. Good battle by Bawalda.
It was a lot of guys that played baseball together. Veggie was another member of that 2014-2015 Legion crew.
3-2 pitch now for Sabish. And a nice pitch. Curving off the plate and a swing and a miss by Bawalda. So Waupun can't add to their lead, but they do hold a 5-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Protect your New Holland equipment and optimize your performance in the field with genuine New Holland maintenance products. New Holland oils and filters are designed specifically for New Holland equipment so you can achieve our high performance standards in the field. And by choosing genuine New Holland maintenance products, you'll not only protect your equipment, you'll also boost its performance and productivity. Visit Waupun Equipment Company, also in Watertown, and see for yourself why genuine New Holland oils and filters are the right choice for your equipment.
Here we go, top of the 7th inning. Waupun trying to shut the door on Kewaskum and take care of business and head up to take on Denmark up at Winneconne High School tomorrow in a sectional championship. Waupun, the defending state champs. A lot of these players on the field for Waupun, big factors and big members of that championship team.
Yeah, magical run. Got some good fortune along the way.
First pitch, that's hit down the line, and that is a fair ball right off the line, and heading over to second base is Leah Dom. Nice time to get her first hit of the ball game to keep her team alive. Maya Beistel will step to the plate now. Kewaskum still going down swinging here against Waupun.
Our friend Bob Spanbauer just checking in. He'll be at the baseball time. As Bob always says, the toughest 3 outs to get in baseball.
Yeah.
Top of the 7th inning.
I've seen that. I've been watching a lot of the French Open. I watch a lot of tennis, especially on the majors, and it's that when you get ahead a couple sets, especially if you're an underdog, and then all of a sudden it's trying to close a door. A lot of guys fail. That one's off the foot of the batter, Beistel. Hops out of there and foul ball. Macy Sabish waiting on deck. Then the top of the order. Hopefully Waupun doesn't have to see much of that.
My son Austin and I umpire together quite often. Yeah, we say the same thing. It's like the It's like the curse of the umpires. Games are cruising along quickly and everything, and then you get to the 7th, and even if the game is lopsided, it seems like those last 3 outs always come hard. And
yeah, I could get home and watch something on TV, get a good meal or something, and maybe get home early. Then you find out, nope, it's not going to happen.
Well, this one's going to end quickly, though. I'm confident.
Nobody out. Runner at second base. 3-1 count now to Beistel. And that one too high. So the first 2 batters on. Will raise a few eyebrows with everybody watching the game. Yeah, thanks for joining us on RadioPlusInfo.com. If you want to watch the game, you can just go back and watch it again as many times as you want.
Tying run now standing on deck.
Yeah, Macy Sabish up to bat now. This is her third at bat. She struck out. She has grounded out back to the pitcher. So a quiet offensive game for her. Upon 3 outs away from getting to that sectional championship. Here's a called strike. Puts the count now at 1-1 to Sabish. Lauren Rettler on deck. Some of the people checking in Hockey and God. There's no name on that one, but just said, let's go, ladies. Sabish swings on the next one and fouls it back. 1-2 the count.
See Julie Nickel in the crowd.
Yeah, former mayor.
Former mayor.
We share something, Julie and I. We both share 2 grandkids.
I knew where you were going with that.
That is strike 3. Nice job kind of going high in the zone, which they've been kind of giving lately, and gets a strikeout. So at least there's 1 out on the board. When you face the top of the order, Lauren Rettler has been walked. She has flown out. She has struck out so far in the game. This is her 4th at bat. And a little chirping from Coach Sabish for the Indians. Not happy with that call, and some of the other ones probably on strike 3s. A lot of batters going down looking at strike 3.
Chose to make a point right there.
Rettler follows one back and out of play.
It is also his daughter that was called out on the high pitch. So
makes it a little more sensitive to it, yeah.
More vested.
0-1 the count now to Rettler. Waupun trying to close the door and move on to that sectional championship. That is poked out foul over on the third base side. 0-2 the count. Again, thanks to our radio listeners out there. We appreciate you. You might be working right now, might be doing a little work outside. But glad to have you with us here today.
Essen Braun again. She wants signs. I want to go.
Oh, comes in high and tight and a swing and a miss. Nasty little pitch coming in, making her do something, and just a swing and a miss. So now 2 down. 1 more out before Waupun can punch their ticket to go take on Denmark coming up tomorrow over at Winneconne. 5 o'clock start on that. Don't forget, all you radio listeners and viewers, too, will join us for our 4 o'clock game for Waupun Boys Baseball Regional Semifinal, taking on Plymouth. So join us for that, but let's finish things up here in Waupun at Jerry Meadham Field.
4:45 start, right? It's been tossed around. I just asked our athletic director. He told me 4:45. So
I've been hearing 4 o'clock from Nick.
Yeah, I think it's a 4:45. I'm almost positive. I think we have time, yes. I asked him before this game, and he said it's going to be 4:45.
You did ask Doug? Okay.
I did. I spoke to him personally.
That's what I thought it was when I told Nick this morning. I thought it was 4:45.
Well, I think yesterday would have been 4 o'clock if they would have played it. So that's where some of the confusion
That's where they
came
moved
in.
the game,
They
too.
moved it up till 4 if it would have been played yesterday, trying to beat that inclement weather. Back to softball.
Yeah.
Important thing going on right here.
So 2-2 the count. Waupun just a strike away, just an out away, just a catch away, a put out away from moving on to the sectional championship game tomorrow in Winneconne. Madden Sabish at the plate now for the Indians. Fouls that one and on the third base. I'd say just swinging went up the glove of the catcher. Didn't touch it at all, I guess.
No.
That's kind of a weird one. Looked like it fouled off over to the, but she swung it. Must have went off from Westfall off to the left, and now bases loaded.
Wow.
And this is the girl, I didn't want to add any drama. This is the girl that hit the solo home run in the first time they met, a 1-0 win for Kewaskum. Just happens to be stepping to the plate now for the Kewaskum Indians. I didn't really want to bring that up. But
we were kind of counting this game as over, and boy, a lot of drama going on right now. Let's stay focused here, and Coach Sabish having a heart-to-heart talk with that young lady.
Yeah, just to have this opportunity to possibly tie the game up, or at least to be part of the tying of the ball game. It's huge for Kewaskum to even have that swing of the bat. 2 down, bases loaded. Big moment. See if Waupun can close the door. Called strike on the next pitch in. Puts the count at 1-1 to Cagliari. Here we go, ladies. Comes the 1-1 pitch, and that is hit over to second base. Alexa Babish flicks it over to second, over to Carly White. Waupun is moving on to the sectional championship over at Winneconne to take on Denmark tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Had to add a little drama at the end of the ball game, but again, congratulations to Coach Josh Novice and his Waupun Lady Warriors. 1 game away from the state tournament. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
New ownership, same customer service tradition. Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun and its surrounding areas for over 50 years. New owners Luke and Logan Gans are longtime employees of Verhaeg's Furniture and are committed to continue serving the furniture, accessory, and mattress needs of Waupun and the surrounding areas. Bringing you exceptional quality from Ashley Furniture, Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Puffy Mattress, and many more top brands from their store to your home. Verhaeg's Furniture, 806 West Main Street, Waupun. Quality brands for affordable prices.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. With a redesigned, fully customizable cargo box and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit Ballweg Implement, Highway 68 West Waupun and Ballweg Turf and Leisure North Spring Street and Beaver Dam. Just have to get in the seat with Ballweg Implement.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. Boneless and traditional. A variety of sauces. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights only at Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun. There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste, quality, and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmsen name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders, brake clods, and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
Welcome back to Jerry Meadham Field, and Waupun with a big victory 5-1. They're moving on to the sectional championship game coming up tomorrow up at Winneconne to take on Denmark. And if you want to look back at this game and what happened to decide this game, it was off the swing of the bat of the lady standing next to me now, and that is Leah Bawalda. Can't get that smile off your face. And how did that feel? Just put it right out there, and just magical, and that's the difference in the game. 4-run win and grand slam off your bat.
Yeah, it felt really good. I swung the bat, and I was like, oh, shoot, either that's really high or really far. And I didn't know what to think. I just started running.
yeah, we didn't know either when it went off. I know it was deep back there, but to do that against Kewaskum, how did it feel to beat them for the second time?
Oh, it felt amazing.
I know they came in and they were ready to play, and I know there's a lot of backstory with this taking on Kewaskum, a great program over there, but a nice victory. And here you go into the sectional championship. Excited about get to take on Denmark. You probably didn't expect that you're going to be playing Denmark in the next game. What do you know about them? I'm sure the coaches talked about them a little bit.
We don't know much. I mean, Josh said that they came here to watch us.
They did. I saw them at the concession stand, a bunch of them getting some food down there. So they're here. They're watching you.
Kaylee told us that they said on W7 that they didn't want us to win and that they're scared, so that's good.
Okay, well, congratulations on the home run, and we'll be there for your game at Winneconne tomorrow. Great victory here today.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, go and enjoy it. And I got Kaylee Westfall going to join us, and you got a nice pivotal moment. You got to first base, and then you got 2 bases out of that bunt from Addie.
Yeah.
What did you see in that? Did that something you were trying to draw that throw to second base and knew you could get over to third? It was a close play there, but you made it there. It was pretty, and then you end up scoring. So.
Yeah. When I was halfway there, I looked over at third and I saw no one was there, so I was like, okay, I'm going 3. And then halfway when I got to 3, I saw that she was coming back, and I was like, I just froze, and they threw it to second, so I was like, okay, well, now I'm just going to go to third. So
I thought you were just telling me I was in total control. I knew exactly what was going to happen there. Not that, oh, my God, kind of caught. But no, I thought that was pretty good. And there's a reason that you're the stolen base leader for Waupun. You grabbed 2 out of what should have been just 1 over there. But, how did this win feel against Kewaskum?
It feels really good, especially since, we're very tough competitors, within conference and stuff like that, and it's always good playing Kewaskum, so I was happy that we could come out on top.
Your job's not done yet. You got Denmark. You heard us talk about them. They're on here watching right now, so they're ready to play you guys coming up tomorrow. And any thoughts? You know any of those girls from the Denmark team with all the club stuff that you do?
I don't think I know any of them personally. I think I've played some of them in travel ball before, but not personally.
Well, Kaylee, a great season going, and how about the last game you played here on this field? What does that mean to you?
I'm really happy that we won with doing it, but I mean, it's a little sad that I'm not going to play on this field anymore, but I'm happy that it ended on a good note.
Yeah, you're going to make your coach cry, too. That's quite what we got to watch you play on this field right here. It's pretty amazing with your career you had here. But, hey, congratulations on a great career, but it's not over yet, and hopefully get back to that the promised land again over at Goodman Diamond.
Yes.
So, okay. Kaylee Westfall joining us here, playing her last game at Waupun's Jerry Meadham Field. And Coach Novice, Josh Novice joining us right now. And Josh, that was definitely what a game there that they came to play. Just what everybody kind of thought it was going to be a great battle between a couple of very good teams, a couple of great coaches going at it out here, and you guys come out on top, and it's got to be a great feeling.
Yeah, it is. It is so hard to get here.
Yeah.
And so many people to thank. So.
Oh, we had Yvette tuning in from the Chrysler Building. She's in the Chrysler Building. We had somebody from Oregon. We had somebody from the Chrysler Building, and
Colorado, I hope, too.
Yeah, there was somebody else out of state and all around the state that were a lot of people checking in, but they got to watch a heck of a ball game. Couple great pitchers going at it, big moments in the ball game, and here you are going to the sectional championship. What does that mean to you to get back to that? Because, like you said before, nothing's guaranteed. You had an undefeated team that lost yesterday that thought they were going to be going to the state tournament this year, and they're out of the tournament.
Here's how it gets a little bit simpler for any team, the people that support you. And we have Bruce Van de Zan that scouts for us. We have some parents. I had Mr. Westfall here helping me get the diamond ready this morning. And several other parents that have throughout the year, just help you out. We have our Doug Dish, our AD, has just been fantastic supporting me and our girls. Our softball association and Kevin Faya. The list just goes on, and it is so hard to get here. And if you get any kind of help, it's just fantastic.
Yeah,
it's fantastic,
yeah.
And I can't wait to go back to Winneconne.
Well, we can't wait either. We love it. We loved our trip there last year. That was pretty magical. State championship, but you had a very memorable game there to get to that state tournament against
12.
the defending state champions, two-time defending state champs, Freedom, and you pulled out a game over there. It was an exciting ball game, so a lot of great memories as we go back there tomorrow.
Yeah, and a field that we know, so that's nice. There's familiar grounds. Hopefully we get our same dugout. We want to be in that away dugout, and just sort of, we told the girls we're going to treat it like it's a road game. We're not going to use their cages. We're going to use our bow net. We're going to just, try to be as normal and regular as we can be, and with a 5 o'clock start. So, thankfully I got 3 great assistants with Nicole Betts and Megan DeMa and Katrina Picorni. They just got all the details worked out already for our bus and when we're leaving, and it's just, the support just keeps going, right? And then you guys, being here. And
we love being here. We love being part of it, and that you've been very accommodating to us, too, during that, so I want to thank you for that. Again, congratulations on the win. I'll let you soak that in with your team and
I can't
prepare for your game tomorrow.
Yeah, I got to watch Leah's home run again, though. Man, that was fantastic. Just tip the glove over the fence. Well, you don't see that often, do you?
No, that's, especially to
for
be
a grand slam.
Moment, to be the winning runs in the ball game makes it even more magical.
First time ever. We didn't win it in the moment, but end up winning a game-winning grand slam.
Yeah.
It's like, what a special kid. She's worked so hard, and all of our girls have. But man, to see her move all the way up to number 3 on our order and barrel that one up when she saw that pitch she loved. So.
Well, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Can't wait to head over to Winneconne. Talk to you tomorrow over at Winneconne.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. No practice. So.
Yeah, 5-1 win for Waupun. We'll be back, talk to Randy Armgale a little bit about the ball game coming your way in just a few minutes. Waupun Warrior ladies softball on Radio Plus Sports.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
And our good buddy Steve with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Perfect patio up and rolling here. Steve, talk about that for us.
It's nice outside. You should sit outside, have a beer, have some food. It's a great place to hang out on the weekends, even the evenings. So come check it out. It's a nice place to sit.
Taking a look at, of course, your menu, lunch daily, 11 o'clock, right?
11 o'clock every day. Full menu. Fish fry all day on Friday. Great pizzas, great wraps, great burgers. Come down, check it out. There's always some specials going on. And then 16 tap lines of really good beer.
Yeah, taking a peek at some of these tap lines here. Perfect summer beverage needs.
Yeah, we've switched it over from our fall offering. It's gone lighter. It's gone fruitier. We've got a couple stuff stashed in the cooler in reserve, so Come down and drink some of these lines open so we get some of this new beer on.
Friday fish fry coming up Friday. That starts at 11 o'clock too.
11 o'clock on Friday. Call in early for your carryouts because they fill up quickly. So if you want to call in at 11 o'clock for a 5 o'clock carryout, go for it.
Steve with us here, the other bar, Main Street, downtown Waupun. Thanks, buddy. Have a good week.
Thanks.
Chocolate, coffee, popcorn, ice cream. That's all that needs to be said about Guth's candy. But Steve and Katie Guth offer much more than your favorite confectionery cravings. Hundreds of decadent handcrafted creations and classic candy faves are swirled together in a casual cafe for long talks, guiltless indulgences, and hot refills. Guth's Candy, corner of Highway 49 and 151 Waupun. Order your Guth favorites online for a sweet surprise at guthscandy.com. Guth's Candy in Waupun, a chocolate legacy 4 generations strong. If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. Boneless and traditional. A variety of sauces. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights only at Pizza Ranch. Everyone's favorite buffet.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
At SIA Insurance Services, we're more than just an insurance agency. We're your neighbors, dedicated to protecting what matters most to you. From home and auto to business, life, Medicare, health insurance, and investment services, we offer personalized coverage tailored to your needs. Trust SIA Insurance, your local, independent insurance experts. Call us today at 920-324-2071.
Have you got your ducks in a row these days? Probably a great idea to call All-Phase.
Lucky, that was pretty great. However, not those ducts. Your air ducts. Hi, this is Jackie with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, Columbia, and Green Lake counties. Dust allergens and even mold could be hiding in your air conditioning ducts. Your dryer vent could be clogged too. It's best to get them cleaned now. One of our most trusted brands is American Standard. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com.
Okay, welcome back to Jerry Meadham Fields, Waupun, with a nice victory here, impressive victory against a very good Kewaskum team. They win 5-1, and they're moving on to the sectional championship to take on Denmark tomorrow over at Winneconne High School. We'll be there, Randy and I. But Randy, just kind of look at what's your thoughts on the game here today? You've umpired a lot of games. You've seen these players play, and you've seen these teams play earlier this year, and battle between a couple of good teams, entertaining game.
Everything we expected, close game, and it really came down to one ball that changes the course of this game, and matter of inches, they say, maybe this time a couple of feet, and it could have been a 1-1 game in the end going into extra innings. Who knows? So, yeah, that's why you play them, and everything is so close in this game between two really quality teams.
Yeah, that was a great battle. You knew it was going to be a great battle, and Waupun, off the swing of the bat, ends up winning by 4, the Leah Bawalda's grand slam. And now they got to play Denmark coming up tomorrow. But you got some numbers from today's game.
I do. Quickly, for Waupun, Kaylee Westphal was 2 of 3, and she scored 2 runs. Edison Braun was 0 for 1, but she scored a run as well. Bawalda, 1 for 4 with the big assisted grand salami. Amelia Jones, 2 of 3. Farley was 1 of 3 in the game. Alexis Babish, 0 for 2. Hannah Beatty, 1 for 3. Ryan Babish 0 for 2, but she did score a run after she walked, and that was part of that grand slam. And then Rowan Harder was 0 for 3 in the night. Addison Braun had 6 strikeouts, and she gave up 5 hits in the game. So I think Waupun had 5 hits as well. So
okay,
yeah, you take Boalda's
kind of an even
slam.
game.
Yeah, very even game.
Would have been 1-1, but again, very entertaining game. And Waupun again, some magical things happened last year on their way to get to the state tournament, especially in that sectional championship. And it should be a great game against Denmark coming up tomorrow. Obviously, they're playing some great ball. They knocked off the number 1 and number 3 ranked teams in the state, including Fox Valley Lutheran. It was 26-0, and they knocked them off yesterday in their sectional semifinal. So you're playing a hot team. I think Waupun's playing great right now, so it should be a great battle over at Winneconne.
Yeah, I think magical is the right term, because this one was a little bit magical today with that assisted off-the-glove home run grand slam to be the difference in this game. And then last year we saw Waupun, they were down to the 7th inning, 2 outs, 2 strikes a couple of times during that tournament run, able to get a big key hit in the right situation.
Or
to
get
come
hit
back.
by a pitch.
Or, yeah, it was just crazy things. We talked about that, how much. And then something happened like that again today. So congratulations to Waupun.
I want to thank Cam and Colby. We're going to be making a trip down to the other side of Waupun, down on the other end of Lincoln Street, and we're going to get set up for the boys' baseball game. So make sure to join us for that. That's coming up at 4:45, pregame right around 4:30 or so on RadioPlusInfo.com, and we'll also be on the radio too with that game. So thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. Exciting game. They put on a great show for you. Waupun winning 5-1. Over at Kewaskum, heading on to the big game against Denmark up at Winneconne tomorrow at 5 o'clock, and we will have it for you right here on Radio Plus. We'll talk to you coming up in just a few minutes over on the other side of town.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. With a redesigned, fully customizable cargo box and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit Ballweg Implement, Highway 68 West Waupun and Ballweg Turf and Leisure North Spring Street and Beaver Dam. Just have to get in the seat with Ballweg Implement. Shop these and more great deals at the Piggly Wiggly Waupun. Kemp's 20% off and more sale. Top raw and roast at $4.99 per pound. Get deals on milk, eggs, butter, and bread. Bratwurst or Italian sausage, $4.99 for the package with your card. Get breakfast sausage, links, or patties, $6.99 with your card. These and more great deals at the Piggly Wiggly Waupun. And a reminder to shop Cattails connected to Waupun's Piggly Wiggly this week.
Chocolate, coffee, popcorn, ice cream. That's all that needs to be said about Guth's candy. But Steve and Katie Guth offer much more than your favorite confectionery cravings. Hundreds of decadent handcrafted creations and classic candy faves are swirled together in a casual cafe for long talks, guiltless indulgences, and hot refills. Guth's Candy, corner of Highway 49 and 151 Waupun. Order your Guth favorites online for a sweet surprise at guthscandy.com. Guth's Candy in Waupun, a chocolate legacy 4 generations strong.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of all of our young athletes and what they receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones Investments is a proud supporter of sports. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisor for your investment needs today by visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. And our good buddy Steve with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Perfect patio up and rolling here. Steve, talk about that for us.
It's nice outside. You should sit outside, have a beer, have some food. It's a great place to hang out on the weekends, even the evenings. So come check it out. It's a nice place to sit.
Taking a look at, of course, your menu, lunch daily, 11 o'clock, right?
11 o'clock every day. Full menu. Fish fry all day on Friday. Great pizzas, great wraps, great burgers. Come down, check it out. There's always some specials going on. And then 16 tap lines of really good beer.
Yeah, taking a peek at some of these tap lines here. Perfect summer beverage needs.
Yeah, we've switched it over from our fall offering. It's gone lighter. It's gone fruitier. We've got a couple stuff stashed in the cooler in reserve. So come down and drink some of these lines open so we get some of this new beer on.
Friday fish fry coming up Friday. That starts at 11 o'clock too.
11 o'clock on Friday. Call in early for your carryouts because they fill up quickly. So if you want to call in at 11 o'clock for a 5 o'clock carryout, go for it.
Steve with us here, the Other Bar, Main Street, downtown Waupun. Thanks, buddy. Have a good week.
Thanks.